Okay, hi guys. I just wanted to check back with you. It's been 10 days since I started Keto OS, and oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. I've had a phenomenal 10 days, and it is the difference between night and day. Seriously, I was so struggling with being fatigued all the time. Let me tell you what I've done in the last 10 days. Okay, so the first 5 days that I took Keto OS, they were weekdays, and so I took my kids and played at the park 5 days in a row. And I didn't just take them to the park and sit on the grass and watch them play. I actually played with them, and I could keep up. And Clark is really scary because my 14-month-old, he climbs, and he's only 14 months. So I have to really follow him and make sure that he's staying safe. And anyways, so I had the energy to do that 5 days in a row. I did not take any naps, and I usually take a nap every single day. Sometimes 2 or 3 naps a day. I did take a nap on Sunday because my bonus mom and I take turns making meals, and it was my Sunday not to make a meal. And when we got home from our worship service, my baby went right down for a nap, and so I just took a nice relaxing nap. And when I woke up, I felt so good. I didn't feel groggy at all. Usually when you take a nap in the middle of the day, sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, I just could sleep here all day. But no, I woke up and I was feeling good, and I got up and we had a fun evening. We played games. It was awesome. So on Tuesday, I was feeling adventurous, and I took 3 kids to the zoo by myself. And we got dropped off at noon, and we weren't going to be able to be picked up until 6:15. And that is a long day at the zoo. But the zoo has a brand new park. So I was like, we got this down. We could play at the park for 6 hours. Totally. So we went to the zoo, and we were having a really great time at the zoo. And when we got to the park, which is kind of farther back inside the zoo, it was closed because they were finishing something up on one of the exhibits, and so they had the playground all closed down. The girls were like, oh, Mom, we're so tired. We still had 2.5 hours left. And so I started asking the parents. I'm like, do you live around here? Do you live around here? Do you know of a park nearby? And this couple said, yeah, there's a park, and you just go out to the edge of the parking lot, and you're going to turn, and you're going to go up the hill and to the park. So if you're familiar with Salt Lake City, it kind of has mountains. Okay, really big mountains. And the zoo is at the very base of where you go up to go to the canyon to leave the valley. And so when you leave the parking lot, when they said go up a hill, they meant up a hill. So we marched way up this steep hill, and when we got to the park, there was this grass and there was no playground. And I was like, well, they said there was a playground here. And so we walked up over this hill of grass, and there was the playground up another hill. So we hiked all the way up this hill. I had the stroller. I had 2 kids that was dragging along behind me, and we got to the park, and the girls were like, oh, Mom, oh, I'm so tired. And so we sat down, we had a little snack, we rehydrated, we got some water in us, and then we proceeded to continue to play for another 2.5 hours until our ride got there. So my mom came and picked us up, and oh my goodness, it wasn't even cool, like a nice cool day. It was pretty hot, and I should have been so tired. My mom picked us up, we went to her house. She was exhausted after a day of work, okay? So Clark wears me out. He's 14 months, okay? Her job, she takes care of 8 babies about Clark's age. So yeah, she's fatigued. Anyways, so we got to her house, and she was like, oh man, I'm so tired. So she held Clark and hung out with him, and I cooked dinner, and I was still feeling so much energy. The girls were starting to get really tired. And then my husband met up with us, and we drove home, and oh my goodness, I would have fell asleep in the car on a typical day. The kids were asleep in the back, and I made it all the way home, and I was just feeling really, really good. That is sustained energy. So what I've been waiting for is my crash, and it just hasn't happened. There's been no crash. I feel like the Energizer Bunny, but I feel control. I feel focus. I feel like I can get a lot done. So I worked on cleaning my house this last week too, and Is my house clean? No, because my children still live at home. But I got a lot of my stuff worked out. I got like caught up on laundry. I got caught up on dishes. I got caught up on tidying my room. Apparently for the last 6 months, every time I've cleaned the house, I've just grabbed a box and thrown everything in a box and then stacked it. So I sorted through all my boxes and bags of collections of cleaning the house that I've done in the last 6 months. And then, so I'm all caught up on that. I'm feeling really, really good. Really good. And I stepped on a scale this morning. I'm down 10 pounds in 10 days. I'm kind of hoping that will plateau. I don't want to disappear. Pretty sure it will. But anyways, I'm just feeling really, really good. I have tons of energy, and I am loving the Keto OS. I've started mixing it in with, I use a shake from another company, and I've always had that shake for breakfast, and I just mix my Keto OS into it, and I just feel so darn good. Anyways, so that is my 10-day report. I'm not sure what we're going to do today. The girls are playing in the backyard in the sprinklers, but we might hit up a park because it's kind of overcast today, which is really, really nice. I love living in the Cache Valley. It's nice. It's nice and cool up here. Anyways, that is my 10-day report. If you want to try Keto OS, you could try it for 30 days with a money-back guarantee, which is phenomenal. I've only been on it for 10 days, and I could feel such a difference. So I know you won't need 30 days. Hit me up if you want to try it, and I'll show you where you can order. And wishing you the best on your journey to better.